Hello, this is a Bluthner Style 4 baby grand piano that's 5 foot long. We just finished French polishing it and it's now on the showroom floor. Now this is the typical Style 4 Bluthner grand piano with beautiful flame mahogany, and I'm really pleased the way this has come out. I'll polish it. It's brought some beautiful contrasts out in the grain, which is what we're really trying to do. So just have a quick look around the whole piano. Those are the sides. It's very integral. The colour's all the same. The reflected light makes it look slightly different from here and there, but in fact it's exactly the same colour. And there's the back and the far side of the piano. It's a honey-coloured mahogany, as it were. The light obviously reflects differently on the piano, but I can assure you it's a beautiful and integral colour, and the same colour right throughout. The legs my colleague tries to make the legs lighter than they were originally, because they tend to be dark on grand pianos. And there's the pedal columns on the lyre. And there's the piano in the polishing room. 1933, so 1 year older, but you can see the rest of the case, apart from the lyre, you can see a bit of the grain there. It's very plain. Now this actually is reasonably integral. There's no fading on it, so if you did want to buy a piano that was slightly less expensive, or a lot less expensive, because it's 70 hours work doing the French polishing, so you can imagine how much that costs. So, and there's the far side. I'm trying to show all the defects on the piano. If you were interested in purchasing this without it being polished, though, it's in the polishing room. My colleague's away for 2 weeks, so there's a window in which you could buy the piano before it was polished. We haven't finished on the action yet. As you can see, it's not in the piano. So back to the 1934 one, and the keys are absolutely perfect, immaculate ivory keys, really do look special. Now looking inside the piano, we can see that it's in perfect condition, really. It's obviously accumulated slight dirt on the way through. My colleagues cleaned it up a bit as well. So the tuning pins are very tight. We've tested those with the tuning lever, and that's really important. Those are the typical style of the 30s Bluthners, the older Bluthners before 1925. Very, very different pianos, as we've mentioned before. And as you can see, everything's in top condition. Now looking at the action standards, that's these metal parts, have been replaced. It's quite common, about at least 1 in 10 Bluthner grands in 1930s tends to get perishing action standards, and I've got videos showing that. So that was important and necessary to do, to change the action standards. We've just won one for a client, actually, that the piano is often it's not realised what the problem is, so the piano is regulated with the action standards broken, and you end up with the whole geometry being thrown out. So it's a lot of work to do that. So fortunately that work's been done before we got the piano, so we've done some refinement work since then. There's almost 100% hammers left, which is encouraging. So that's a Bluthner Style 4 grand piano made in 1934, and we've French polished the piano as well as restoring it, or reconditioning it. It has been restored previously and very well, so we've just done some refinement work on it, really, and try to make it as much like a new piano as possible, so you can practice on this just as well as you can on a new piano, and it's a very pretty and beautiful instrument as well. Thank you very much for listening. If you're interested, please do write to us, info@robertspianos.com.